Let me drink my lemonade before this read comes along, honey. Let's get on into it, y'all. So, Miss Self-Proclaimed Savage, honey. And I ain't talking about darn Robbie with the Fenty, honey. Nor am I talking about Meg on the darn Savage Challenge. But Miss Self-Proclaimed Savage from the motherland. You supposed to be all this darn spiritual from the motherland, and yet you darn subjecting your own depiction of yourself as a darn savage. Not a queen, not a goddess, not that of any type of beauty, but a wild, despicable heathen. But due to the actions of which you portraying lately, I guess you darn clock yourself right. Because this is some straight up savage shit right here. Because civilized queens know how to pick up the phone and converse with fellow queens, honey. But, and then for all y'all that's darn giving Miss Self-Proclaimed Savage the excuse of, well, you know, she wanted to talk about what's going on with SARS and all this, that, and the third, as if this is a new subject with them. This been going on with 3 decades over there. And I'm glad that it's finally coming to a head where the people are finally starting to rebel against the SARS. They definitely got my support in regards to that. However, in regards to calling upon celebrities, especially ones that you can darn gonna pick up the phone for, because not too many people can say that they can get in contact with Beyonce directly. And that's what rubbed a lot of a bad taste in our mouths, is Miss Self-Proclaimed Savage, who worked on the Black is King darn gone album, which I am still going to get around to doing the review for that. But yeah, she was on there. TikTok pretty baby. Honey, why in the hell did Miss Self-Proclaimed Savage decide to try to force the Queen Bee's hand into darn gone calling her out on the Instagram? As if she did not have to come face me, the darn gone Secretary of State of the motherfucking Beehive. And unlike Miss darn gone Yvette, honey, the PR, honey, I'm not as darn gone civil as darn gone Miss Yvette. I'm way more darn gone ruthless than my Auntie Tina. See, they got you together as well. And and if I decide to edit this video, I'll leave their statements over here. See, they kindly got your ass together. But see, now I got to get you together. Miss Self-Proclaimed darn gone Savage, who was darn gone blessed to be in the presence of the Queen Bee and to work with her, something that not many people can say that they can put on a resume. Now that you done fucked up, now you about to be blacklisted, and I don't darn gone give 2 fucks about it. You should have darn gone left well enough alone. You should have just darn gone picked up the phone. Pick up your phone and call B in private. Why didn't you call the Queen Bee in private, bitch? Why did you decide to darn gone hop your self-proclaimed savage darn gone ass up on the darn gone Instagram and darn gone think you was darn gone going to get away with calling out the Queen Bee? Which she did end up doing her post. But was it worth it? Was it worth it? Is share not what won't? Because like people said, Beyonce's darn gone voice, how powerful it is. Honey, she ain't darn gonna hear it. She done told y'all time and time again about idolizing her to the level of a goddess, honey. Yes, she darn gonna work. Yes, she channels the Oshun, but the bitch ain't Oshun, honey. She done told you in her videos that God is God and I am not. Once again, God is God and I am not. That she walks on water only when it freezes. So I don't know when y'all keep on thinking that darn on Beyonce voice is going to mount up to a hill of beans. Honey, it ain't darn going to change much for police brutality here. And speaking of police brutality here, it's mighty funny that darn on when it hits your neck of the woods, now you want somebody to of authority, you know, somebody of prestige to speak on a situation. Where was you at Miss Self-Proclaimed Savage, because the folks done called you out and said they ain't seen no Breonna Taylor posts, no darn on Ahmaud posts, and you know those cases were made around the world. You know all the other 1,000 black folks that became hashtags, they might not have reached over to the motherland, but Ahmaud, honey, that was a worldwide case. You know, with his death, honey, it was heard around the world. So, where was your post there? And for people saying, well, you know, she calling out Beyonce because, you know, Beyonce did, you know, African tributes and this, that, and the third, but can't speak up on African issues. Well, hell, you collaborated with a black American artist and got some of that darn on hip-hop influence, which was made here in America. Made in America by the black indigenous Americans, the ADOS, the Foundation Black American, honey, you, the African American, whatever synonym you want to use for us. You got, the same thing can be said in reverse. Honey, you working with American black artists, and they're gonna get some hip hop and R&B references, which all stem from here. So, like you saying, darn gonna Beyonce got Afrobeat but can't speak on African causes. Where was your darn on African ass at in concern to our black causes? But see, the difference is Beyonce actually is notoriously known for working behind the scenes on dealing with black issues and African issues. And every now and again, you know, she might make it public. Hell, it wasn't but 2 years ago she helped raise over $7 billion, not million, but $7 billion towards fighting world hunger with her darn on South African performance. Did we forget about that? How soon we forget about darn on Beyonce's archilism? How soon we forget that Beyonce's been doing it, and people keep talking about Beyonce's just coming into her philanthropy and wokeness and shit. But I can pull receipts all the way back dating 2006. Honey, Beyonce ain't new to this. She's true to this. She might be a little bit more vocal in recent years. And even then, she's still quiet. Because not everything needs to be broadcast. Some things is nice to be broadcast here and there. But ultimately, true archilism moves in silence. Wealth moves in silence. Richness darn on jingles. Wealth whispers. And when you are a wealthy darn on archilistic queen to the level of Queen Bee, not everything need to be broadcasted. And then when we talking about combating systemic racism, especially not everything need to be broadcasted. You don't tell the devil your hand. You don't tell the devil your hand. You don't reveal your darn on plan. So some things are best left to be done behind the scenes. And especially knowing Beyonce being a Virgo, being that of her caliber, she would be best to be the person behind the scenes. She ain't meant to be the person on the motherfucking front line. I'm so tired of motherfucking self-proclaimed savages wanting to put somebody like Beyonce on the front line. You need some people like the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's of the world to bail the folks out like the self-proclaimed savages when you darn gonna get thrown in jail for being on the front line. Like darn on they did for the Black Lives Matter movement, where they was darn on bailing people out left and right. See, if you have the rich folk on the front line and then their money is tied up in jail, you know, because they bail money is going to be astronomically higher. Now, how y'all asses going to get out? Because y'all stupid asses want the darn on rich and darn on connected folk to be on the motherfucking front line. No. Certain people are not meant to be on the damn front line. Leave that up to the darn on. That's why you got the queen, the king, you got the bishop, the rooks, and then you got the self-proclaimed savages, honey, such as yourself. So those are my darn on thoughts on this darn on situation. What are y'all thoughts on Miss darn on Tiki Toki darn on self-proclaimed savage want to darn on call out the Queen Bee? I didn't darn on take too kind to it. I'm letting her off lightly because I got several other things to deal with. I got a couple more videos to get out the way, and also I'm going through some things right now. So I really don't got the energy to really muster for somebody who is not even that known, and somebody who's really not about to be known after this. Because, honey, like I said, I wouldn't blame Beyonce one bit for putting the blacklist number out on your motherfucking black ass. Because how the hell you gonna call yourself calling out the Queen Bee? But anyways, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe to my Nigerian subscribers. My heart definitely goes out to you, because I know not every Nigerian was on this bullshit. So I don't want y'all taking this as a generalization, because you got one darn on self-proclaimed savage trying to be the trying to present herself as the monolith voice for everybody. I understand not every Nigerian on that motherfucking bullshit, honey. So we separate the riff-raff Nigerians from the darn good decent ones. So this ain't for all y'all, honey. But anyways, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.